Guys, welcome back to Lions Den Investments and Reviews. Today's episode, I want to talk about the overall crypto market, where we're at with this bull run. I also want to talk about the Binance US CEO predicting Bitcoin hitting 100,000. And then I want to take a look at some technical analysis here for you on Theta, show you where we're at there and where we're going. How low could the price go? So we'll answer those questions, and then I want to finish up the video talking about the US dollar. So getting started here, Binance US CEO predicts $100,000 Bitcoin by 2022. I find this very interesting because if you paid attention to some of my previous videos, I talk about the stock flow model, and if you're not familiar with what that is, we'll go over to that here. Stock flow model is basically a supply and demand based on the halving of Bitcoin, and it tracks the progress of Bitcoin over time and shows you where it went in the past from every halving that Bitcoin has had to the present time right now. If you want to go in and look at this chart, the stock flow model, just click on the Academy of Crypto link for my website. I've got it up there on my website, and I'll leave that in the description below here. But as you can see, every time we've had a halving in Bitcoin, the price goes up, okay? And this happens every 4 years. So in the last two bull runs, you can see where we're at right now, okay, right over here. But in the last two bull runs, what happens? We shoot up, we go into the yellow and then into the green, right? If you just base the movement of the price, for Bitcoin, where we're at now, where it's going, that would put us probably somewhere in late November, December time frame. And if it pushes past that top level like it did, in the last two bull runs, that would put us, right here at 87,000 is the top of that line. That would push us past that, and we would probably go close to, if you look at my cursor, right there around 100,000 K Bitcoin. So is that possible? Yes. And I just find it interesting. I'm not going to go into this article because it's, I don't want to waste too much time here out of your day. But I will leave a link in the description for the article as well if you want to. Feel free to go out and read that. Also, guys, if you can do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. Give it a like. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. I would greatly appreciate that. So that is the stock flow model and what the Binance US CEO is saying. Now let's take a look at Theta real quick, and I want to go in here, do a little bit of technical analysis for you, because what I've got here are Fibonacci retracement lines. And if we go to the 4 hour, just so we can zoom in a little bit, I want to show you where we're at, because we hit a top on Theta, guys, at $2.50, about 56 cents. And that was over the holidays. So anybody that's investing in Theta right now, I'm sure you guys are, looking at your portfolio, and you probably got a big smile across your face. I know I do. Make quite a bit of money off of the peak. I haven't sold though. I'm staying in this for the long run. And if you're not familiar with Theta, guys, go to the Academy of Crypto website, or you can go to TheTaToken.org, which is their website. My website will take you right there as well. So you can look and start reading up on the project to find out what Theta is doing, because they've got one of the best projects, I would say, in the crypto industry. But with that said, we hit a peak here at about 256, 254, and I'm going to give you some support levels here based on Fibonacci's. We've got a support right now. It looks like we've kind of found a bottom around $1.80. Well, about $1.83. Right now we're at $1.90. Okay, so if you were looking to get in and buy, right now would be a great time to buy if you've got some money on the sidelines, or if you're somebody who wants to invest in Theta. We've got another support line down here at about $1.66. Okay, so if we drop lower, I would look for this buy zone here between $1.66 and about $1.36. Guys, that would be a fire sale discount on Theta. So look out for that. So that's Theta right now. I would say if we find a bottom here, we're going to move higher, especially with news this year. they're talking about a possible listing on Coinbase with Theta. Guys, if that happens, Theta could easily hit $4 or $5 just within a few weeks, because that's going to open the floodgates open for cash coming into Theta. So be on the lookout for that. I'll cover that news if it happens, which I think it will. But be on the lookout for that. And then the other thing I want to talk to you guys about here is the stimulus. Okay, the stimulus checks. If you haven't watched the previous videos where I was talking about the stimulus checks, go watch that. I'll leave the videos somewhere in one of these corners of the video that you're watching right now, and you can go check that out. But the stimulus checks, all it is the Federal Reserve printing money, okay? And the one thing you have to understand about money is you need to understand the U.S. dollar, okay? So if we go to the, I'm not going to go to the index, the U.S. dollar index right now, because I covered that in the last video, so go check that out. But if you look at, for instance, what do I got right here? Okay, that's a $5 bill, right? Now, if you look at these numbers right over here, see those little numbers right there, those digits? That is what they call a ledger of accounting. Okay, it's how they track money, moving throughout an economy. That's what you're exchanging when you take these dollar bills and you exchange them for a product or service. That is what you're exchanging. You're not exchanging the $5 bill. You're exchanging these numbers right here. Okay. Understand that, because if we go to the U.S. national debt clock, okay, this is a live tracking of those digital accounting numbers that I was just showing you on the dollar bill. Right now we're at 27 trillion, 572 billion, you can go on and on, but you get the point here. The more money they print up, the value goes down, which leads me to the next thing, inflation, okay? The more money in circulation, the more expensive things are going to cost, because the value of that dollar goes down. That is why you're seeing Bitcoin go up in price. It's a hedge against inflation, okay? It's built into the ecosystem of Bitcoin and a lot of these other cryptos as well, because you cannot just print it out of thin air. And that brings me to this right here, okay? This is my $1 trillion bill, all right? And yes, that is toilet paper, so you can wipe your butt with it 40 times over, all right? It's supposed to be a little joke there, but Zimbabwe, okay? I put in Scam We Trust. You know why I put in Scam We Trust? Because this right here, the only difference between that and this right here, the only difference is the belief system. Okay, most people believe that this actually has real value to it. It's just a belief system. And as we move through the year of 2021, I think a lot of people are going to wake up and realize that there's no value to that U.S. dollar, especially when things start costing more. Just to put it in another analogy for you here, another term, your $100,000 that you make right now from corporate America when you're trading your time for money will become less and less throughout time. So that 100,000, what it purchases right now may only purchase 50 grand worth of products and services 6 months from now, or a year from now. It just kind of depends on how far the Fed can kick the can down the road here, and that's what you need to be paying attention to. All right. And just to give you an idea, if you look at other inflationary hedges like gold and silver, if you want to know the real price of gold and silver, well, it's right here for you compared to the U.S. dollar. All right, silver's real price, according to this U.S. debtclock.org, which is a federal government website, the actual price for silver compared to U.S. dollars is $4,682 per ounce. Okay, they've got gold at $33,725. These aren't my words. This is their site, and it's based on U.S. dollars. It's based on all the tracking of credit that's in circulation and money velocity. Okay, so just remember that, guys. When you go to trade your time for money, you're trading it for nothing more than this. Okay, it might as well be something like this, because the belief system in it, the only difference Between that, that little piece of toilet paper, and this, the only difference between the two is the belief system. I mean, there's really no value to it whatsoever. And you have to learn to own assets, okay? Robert Kiyosaki says it best. He says, I don't work for money, I work for assets, because you want assets that are going to make you money and fight against all this money printing that's taking place. Because honestly, guys, at the end of the day, corporations and individuals are not going to be able to earn enough money, by trading your time for that little dollar bill. They're not going to be able to make enough to keep up with the money printing that's taking place. All right, so again, look at cryptos, look at gold and silver. Get ready to hedge, because this year is going to be one hell of a ride, and I don't see it getting any better. Okay, but that's all I have for today, guys. With that said, again, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button. It helps with the algorithm, and I will catch you guys here in a few days. All right, thank you.